welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Maria and I talk all things money on this channel. So for today I will be stuffing some of the envelopes or the binders that I have here on my right hand side. This would be for the second paycheck of April, so I am filming this on the last day of April, which is payday. And so yeah, let's get started with these stuffings. And before we do so, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has joined the channel, and to everybody who is here for the first time, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It would really make me happy and help the channel grow. Also remember to click the little notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and yeah, stay tuned for more coming up. If you're new here, I'm still new to the game in terms of like cash stuffing and everything, and I'm not in the States, so it's not like I can really stuff certain quantities. For example, anything that's not in a denomination of 5, it's really hard for us to stuff here in Canada because our smallest denomination in bills is a 5, and so it is kind of, you know, a little difficult. Sometimes you just want to stuff $2, but you really can't. You just have to like save it, pass it on to the next week, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, but I hope that you guys like the video coming on ahead. And before I get started, the last thing I did want to say, I do apologize if sometimes the verbiage that I choose is not exactly accurate. I don't know if it's because I'm still new to filming, you know, from like a POV kind of perspective or angle, or if it's the fact that I'm nervous about the topic, because there's like a little bit of nerves sharing like what you're putting into your finances. This is definitely not my entire paycheck going into like cash budgeting or anything like that. However, it's just something that perhaps makes me nervous on the inside, and then it comes out with the words that I choose to use. It is something that I'm trying to work on, trying to speak more slowly, and like definitely not have a whole bunch of caffeine in my system before I do get started with that. But just wanted to say that in case some of the things that I say don't make sense, I apologize for that in advance. I'm working on, you know, just taking it a little bit more calmly, and this is something that, you know, this is a point of comparison for a lot of people in the cash budgeting community, I would say. Unless you're like super close friends, I feel like there's a lot of comparison that we impose on ourselves, and it can get pretty intimidating, but just on me putting it onto myself. I'm sure everybody, because they have beautiful binders, that doesn't mean that they started out that way. Just because they have their own brand doesn't mean that they started out that way, you know what I mean? And so I just have to take it easy and give myself some grace, because we're all in it to win it at the end of the day, and we're all here to inspire each other. So I hope that you guys do forgive me if I make any mistakes. And so yeah, let's get started. So let's just move off my binders to the side so I can get started with the actual cash stuffing. So as you guys know, this is my wallet and my little money bag. I did display those in one of my last videos. I think it must have been a cash stuffing, but for today we're going to be working with $55 today, guys. So it's funny because I actually forgot my little money sheet here at home, but I did remember that I needed 4 10s, and so that was a lifesaver, because otherwise I didn't know what my denominations were going to be in terms of the breakdown that I needed, and so that was helpful. And as displayed last time, this is, I'm going to try to remember that the way that I'm seeing the money bag, or like whatever I'm displaying here, is how you guys are seeing it. Therefore I don't have to like flip the video. I'm sorry if, if you guys got a lot of like roller coaster vibes in the last one, but anyways, this is the money bag that I did display from Little Potato Saver. I did just take this to the bank with me, deposit the money in there instead of taking my wallet, which has a lot of cards and stuff. And yeah, just for like safety reasons, I'd rather walk around less with this. All right, so let's just get started. I will be only stuffing 2 things in my wallet, so let's just open her up. So I'm still trying to figure out how I can show you guys the little categories, but I guess you can kind of see them there. Not really. However, this is something that we're both gonna have to get used to this. Anyways, for this week, oh, and I don't know why I always forget to take out the cash before I go ahead and get started. So I did, like I said before, let's just put the money bag away. Like I said before, I did get 55. If you guys have seen some of my shorts recently, I am trying to practice counting cash. So let's just get started with that. So let's get started with the bigger bills first. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55. So that wasn't that bad, but I'm still trying to practice. I'm definitely not as fast as some folks here on the internet that obviously do this for a living, and so that's that. Let's just get started. So like I said, let's try to get used to being able to see this. So I am stuffing $5 into my personal spending, which there was no personal spending little slip from a Little Potato Saver, so I did end up cutting this one up, and this one does say fun money, so I did just choose to do that one for my own personal spending, and so that one will be getting $5, and that is all that it has there. So just the 5 in total, and then I do have some coupons and like gift cards here as well. And then the next thing that I'll be doing in my wallet is eating out, and that one, I believe, because I have more than just 6 categories that I typically used to have, and so I need to get used to the naming convention I did. I have coffee here, but I do have date night, takeout, eating out. So what I'm gonna do is put it in takeout, which is different than date night. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and that's all that takeout has. And that is it for my wallet. Moving on to our stay-at-home emergency binder. What I meant to say last time, and this is just my own OCD, I want to clarify and make sure that you guys understand what I was saying. In the last video for cash budgeting that I did, I explained that I had emptied out some of my binders with the leftover or excess amount. What I meant to say is that the excess amount ended up going towards my online account, kind of like how they do in the States with the Ally savings account or any other type of platform that allows you to accrue interest. So those extra amounts that I had in the envelopes, I did end up putting them in my Wealthsimple cash account. So I can definitely show you guys in a screenshot here how much that is saving at the moment. It may show different numbers because I have used that money for like other purposes, and I have to get used to like if I put the money in there is precisely to save interest, not necessarily for me to spend it right away, because I am putting it in the Wealthsimple account for me to be able to not have to spend it so often. And then that's also why I'm saving money in here as well, to spend in cash instead of on a card, something I'm still getting used to. But anyways, I did just wanted to mention that because I did kind of talk a little fast on it, and so I wanted to make sure that you guys understood what I was saying. So for example, with the emergency cash that I have in here, the tracker itself goes by 10 denominations because I'm using the $10 savings challenge to save. And so whatever money I had in excess that was not in a 10, for example, let's say that I had $65. Actually, that's just the amount that is actually accurate. So I had $45 because each envelope will represent 10, and so I had $45. So the 5 that I had in here, because it wouldn't be a full envelope that I would be drawing in, I did put it into my Wealthsimple cash account. So I hope that makes sense. And so yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you guys a physical visual example. But for now, we are not stuffing emergency this time around. We are going to be going to my daughter's envelope. And as you guys know, the last budgeting video that I did, I had to refilm it because the original time that I filmed it, the video just wasn't that great. And so I ended up, on the first original video, I ended up scratching off this amount for the mystery savings, and this is the low denomination card, and this is from Budget with Maddie. And so I did scratch off the 8, but as you guys know, and as I explained earlier, I don't have $1 bills that can make this easier for me to stuff. I am in Canada, and so the smallest denomination that I can do is a 10, because I am rounding to the nearest 5. So if this were to be 6 or 7, I would round down to 5. Being 8 or 9, I would round up to the next 10. And so that's it. However, since we're here, because I know this is driving me crazy, I'm not a super big fan of leaving any of the little scratchy material on the card, and so let's just finish this off. Alright, so that is the best I could. So that's a nice $8, and so I will be putting this back in here, and I am putting this in a way that you can see it once you flip the actual envelope. And I didn't dictate what denomination I wanted in here, so I'm just gonna put a simple 10, and that is all that my daughter's savings has. And that's it. That is it for this binder. And actually, we are skipping our sinking funds for family members binder for now. We're gonna go straight into the savings challenges because given the budget for this week, I did not have enough after the savings challenges and that denomination little scratch off thing for my daughter. I didn't have enough to do much else, and so let's just get started with the saving challenges. So let's open her up and let's put this binder like this so you guys can see it. And if you guys are new here, definitely check out all the shorts that I have created with my little coin saving challenge. This is from Hone the Brand. I'll just show you guys quickly. Essentially, at the end of saving everything, you will be saving a total of $131.40. You just kind of fill out the little denominations that you have with extra change if you want to do that. And so yeah, just thought I'd say that. And I do put that money into my little coin savings jar that you guys see right over here. I don't want to touch it because there's just too many things around it. But anyways, let's just get started. So for April payday 2, so I have $20 in Yugo Glen Coco, so let's do that. I didn't state the denominations here, so I'm just going to go ahead and do 2 10s just to keep it nice and simple. And so that is all that saving challenge has. And I believe I did not mark it off last time, but let's just go ahead and do that. Alright, so this is taken care of, and now let's go ahead and mark off. I put 20, and I believe I wanted to do the 12 and the 8, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna do an X to keep it nice and simple. And this is Sharpie, and I hope that doesn't really affect the actual lamination that I have on here. I'm gonna have to look into how the girls were doing it. This is a collaboration tracker with 6 creators. I'm gonna have to see how they're actually marking off theirs. If it has to be wet erase, I do have my little wet erase markers, so I might have to do that. But anyways, for now, I believe this should be dry. Yep. Let's put this back, and that is all that the tracker has, like I said. All right, and for this week, I did end up rolling as well for the roll the dice challenge. So that's what we're going to be doing. Let me just put this here to the side. So if you guys can see there, hopefully you guys can see it. Let me get my little wet erase marker. We did end up rolling a 2, so let's do that. So let's do this 2. We ended up rolling a 4, a 1, another 4. Ooh, I want to go left to right, so I don't want to, you know, go too far off. Another 2, and then another 2. Okay, so we need 2 and 2. Is there another 4 I can use? 2 and 2 is 4, so let me do a 3 and a 1. Let's do that. I know some people like going from top to bottom, other people like going left to right. I think I'd rather go left to right, but it really doesn't matter because the amounts will be the same either way. And so let's get rid of this sticky note. So the total of 2, 4, 1, 4, 2, and 2, it is $15. So that's what I have here. Move the tracker to the side, let it dry. So let's put this like this, and I only have 110. Incredible. Okay, interesting. So let's just go like that. And the roll the dice challenge has 10. Let's try let's try counting again. No pressure or anything. 10, 15, 20, 25, and $30. So that is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's go back to putting it in its place. Right over here. Great. And that is all that I have for my savings challenge binder. And let's bring back my wallet because I did want to mention something to you guys. So for next paycheck, which will be May paycheck, I don't think I'm going to film a cash stuffing video just because I don't think I'm going to actually take out money from the bank and stuff this that week, because I do, as you guys know, I do have, I guess you should pull it out. I guess we are going in here for today. So as you guys know, I am trying to save up for LASIK. And so for this savings challenge here that I have from Budget with Maddie, this is the vision tracker, and I put each symbol to represent $210. And so actually for next week, or for next paycheck I should say, what I'm gonna be doing is actually putting in $200. So you might be asking, where's the rest of the 10 gonna come from? So actually, ironically speaking, today, right before going to the bank, sorry, I misspoke. So ironically, after going to the bank, I actually checked the mailbox because I'm waiting for like a check from Rakuten Canada. If you guys don't know what that is, it's like a cashback like program or like app, and also web browser that you can use. Basically you get cashback percentages off of certain stores like Temu, Samsung, and like a whole bunch of different stores. I do have my referral code or link down below in the description box if you go on and check it out. It is only available for Canada, but I'm sure there's Rakuten USA and like other places in the world. So I did just want to go to the mailbox, check it out. I was waiting for it for like 3 weeks or so, but did finally show up to my house, ironically after I went to the bank. And so I do have the check here that I will be depositing for $10. And so how that works with Rakuten is that I will be, you know, getting a check. This was actually because of I won a prize from like Roll Up the Rim, if you guys know what that is in Canada. And so I won like a free fat check of $10. And so this money, I do have to go out tonight, so I will just take another trip to the bank. I will deposit the $10 into my Wealth Simple cash account that I am saving for myself for my actual like LASIK and stuff. And so I will be putting that in there. And the next paycheck, when I do get paid, I will be just transferring over the $200. And as you guys know, because of my budget situation, I can't actually like put more than $100 a month into my saving challenges. I do need to pay off like certain debts and such. And so because $200 is obviously more than $100, I won't be filming anything for next week. We'll see how like the last paycheck of May actually goes. If I do feel comfortable with my expenses and everything, that I can put away something, I will. And so that's what I'll be doing for the next time. Even if it's just $10 in like 2 of my categories, that's totally fine. But I did just want to mention that. So there won't be May 1st payday cash budget video for you guys to see, but just stay tuned for other videos that I have. I will be putting those $10 in tonight into my Wealth Simple, and then next payday I will be putting those $200 to be able to cross off my little symbol. So I will be doing that, and then you guys will see the progress of that maybe in a shorts or something. So stay tuned for that, because I have been posting shorts. At the time of filming this video, I've been posting shorts every single day, and so it's cool because the little coin jar situation, it kind of really helps. And so yeah, but besides that, guys, let's close off the video with a typical little binder situation here. Let's just move this coffee because she didn't really do anything. But I hope that you guys really did enjoy the video and stayed along for the entire time. If you guys did, make sure to drop, what should we drop downstairs? I didn't have a sip of coffee, so you guys have a sip of coffee for me. Drop a little coffee mug emoji downstairs in the comments so I know that you guys stayed for the entire duration. And I just wanted to say thank you for the new subscribers that have come along and the old subscribers that have subscribed to me since the very beginning. I do appreciate the love and support that I do see in the comments, and sometimes, you know, I see that you guys are sharing my videos and such, so I do appreciate it. Super, super, super grateful for you guys. And if you guys are new here and haven't done so already, and you would like to be in the know as to when I, in the know? I don't know. For whenever I post a new video, please make sure to subscribe down below. The button is down there, and if you click it, it makes me happy and it helps the channel grow. And until next time, guys, I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. I'll bless you with the verse of the day, which is right here. I hope that it blesses your life in whatever way it is applicable to it. I hope that you spread the word with your family members and your friends that may need it, and just know that God has you, he loves you, and with him everything will be okay. And yeah, guys, until the next time, God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.